Hey folks, Darren from Sorta Ridiculous here. It's time for another episode of Sorta Ridiculous. Smash the button, psh, smash the button, psh, two times now, y'all. Psh, psh, cha cha, real smooth. Do 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 do. Turn it out. All right, folks. So I have an announcement to make. It is the ninth anniversary of Sorta Ridiculous. Today, yeah, 9 years. This show started in the before times, or what I call before the pandemic. The before times. I can feel it in my back and knees now. You know. But with that being said, I'm also turning 40. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. It means more symbolically than actual like time wise. In either case, that's why we have this new setup here that you guys are watching, and I'm very fortunate to have the guests that I do today, because turning 40, this midlife crisis, I am pulling out something that I'm calling Sorta Ridiculous Live Memphis. This is where we're starting at home. Sorta Ridiculous Live. So, May 1st, 2nd, and 4th, there are going to be three Sorta Ridiculous events. And the first is going to be a Sorta Ridiculous Comedy Night. May 2nd is going to be the Sorta Ridiculous Laughing Jams. And on the 4th, which is my actual birthday, we're going to have a sort of industry night. So May 1st we're going to be at K3 Studio Cafe. On May 2nd we're going to be at the Zen House, and on May 4th we're going to be at Crosstown Flavors. And I'm really excited for that, because I had their food and it was a 10 out of 10. Maybe I've had too much Wisconsin food, and every time I go down there it's like, oh yeah, yeah, just baseline is a step up. Fight me. Actually, in either case, my guest today, he hosts the open mic at K3 Studio Cafe on Fridays. That's right, on Fridays. It's a
Every
dope
Friday.
venue. They have great food and the drinks are nice. I mean, I get my nice little tequila fix there. But with that being said, give it up for Nico the man. How's it going,
Yes,
sir?
yes. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. We're a few days out before the show. Thank you for letting me
Yes.
commandeer the your time slot at your venue. I'm excited for it.
No problem. Anytime I get the opportunity to work with someone outside of Memphis, it is an honor. And I'm more than happy to give you my Friday night. And it's your birthday weekend. Who am I to say no? So you're more than welcome.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So, so yeah, man, you are a new guest. So I have a few questions for you. You ready for this?
I am. Shoot 'em at me.
All right. Answer me these questions three. All right. So, question one: what is something sort of ridiculous about you?
Some sort of ridiculous about me. I have epilepsy. Yes, and if you don't know what that is, use trusty Google.
All right. So, well, I'm familiar with epilepsy. So, does that keep you out of clubs because of all the flashing lights, or do you adhere to the trigger warnings at the beginning of movies or in the
Mm,
descriptions and stuff?
You would think I would, but no, I go into every club, I go see every video. Only time I adhere to the trigger warnings of the videos or movies is when I'm late at night and the lights are off and I'm sitting in the bed and I'm like, it's not gonna be that bad. And then some click on and I'm like, oh yeah, shit, it's that bad. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't watch this. But as as far as the clubs, I mean, nah. Comedy is my life, is my job. I mean, now if it's too bad, I might walk over to the bar and be like, "Hey, could we cut that down a little bit?" But now I don't go to bottle service clubs with the bottle girls and stuff. Nah, I don't
Oh, you
hang
don't
out
even go
in the
into the.
clubs. Nah. Mm, mm-mm. I think I went to one maybe like 2 weeks ago with my sister, and the moment they cut the lights on, my sister was like, kill that, and they killed it immediately, no questions asked. So
Ah!
yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so you said, all right. So there's some movies that I recommend that you don't watch. Well, of course, it's crazy thinking about movies in that way. Because when I think of, um, well, obviously, with having having epilepsy, I don't know what it's like, but I know various references, some very serious and some very comical, but not because it's real
Mm,
life, but because of like shows, like just so there's a show called Flight of the Concords. Are you familiar with it?
I am not.
All right. So Flight of the Concords is this show about a two-man novelty band from New Zealand, right?
Mhm.
So they were doing this show for epileptic dogs. You know, I'll I'll send you a link to the show. But in either case, these dudes obviously didn't know what epilepsy was because they started the show and the lyrics were epileptic, and then lights just going everywhere, and then they changed the shot to like somewhere else entirely, and then you hear the dog go. "Arr, arr, arr, arr."
That's how I sound when I have a seizure.
Oh,
Yep, that's
no.
exactly how I sound.
So it's not the Harlem Shake, it's the Memphis Shake.
Yep,
That's
there it is.
awful.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Hmm.
get canceled. That's crazy. No.
Yep.
So as far as like epilepsy is concerned, obviously, do you and you produce shows? Do you do anything
Hmm.
like for like epilepsy awareness or anything like that?
It's funny that you ask. This past Epilepsy Awareness Month, me and the Tennessee Epilepsy, I always mess it up. Me and the foundation of Me and the people over the Foundation of Epilepsy in Tennessee collaborated. No, I'm gonna say it correctly. Me and the Epilepsy Foundation of Tennessee
Mm-hmm.
collaborated, and I put together a show where I was the headliner, and I did a awareness, pretty much an awareness seminar where I did nothing but epilepsy jokes about my life. So, and it was called Head Case Comedy. So, because I know anybody who has any family members or anything with disabilities, all you guys know or hear about is walk this or donate this or come sit here and just be taught this. So I decided to flip it on his head and give it a comedy show. Like, because I got so sick of hearing about epilepsy walks. So I was
Yeah,
just like,
yeah. Ain't
hey,
everybody ain't trying to walk. You know.
e- exactly. How about you guys come and laugh at someone's pain? Shout out to Kevin Hart. And the moment I pitched it via email, they jumped on it. I mean, not even joking. I think it was a day, not even a full day. I got an email and a phone call. They were like, hey, you taking too long to email us back. Let me call you. And that was the first time I did it. And I'm not even going to lie, K3 was packed out and it could have fit more people in. I know for sure I had at least 70 people in there, like
That's
wanting to know
awesome.
about epilepsy. And I could have had more people. Like people showed up late to the event and I was wrapping it up and I'm just like, hey, you guys missed it. And we're probably going to do it again this year. So yeah, I've done epilepsy events. And if you guys watching, anybody watching in Wisconsin would like me to come up there and do it, hey, I'll come up there and spread some epilepsy awareness. Hey, this is something people need to know about.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I agree. I agree. No, but yeah, no, and considering that space, like 70 something folks, that's crazy. I love K3. I love K3. It's a really cool, intimate but dope space. Like the stage is
Very much
cool.
so. Shout out
Shout
to
out to
Derek
Derek
Dean.
Dean. Yeah, shout
Hmm.
out to Derek Dean.
Yep.
Yeah, killing it, killing it. No, I definitely need to have bro on the show. Absolutely. You know.
Yep.
So so yeah. So question 2. What is something sort of ridiculous to you?
Um, Something sort of ridiculous to me. How long it takes? How long? Let me see how I can word it correctly. The way the comedy game fluctuates, how long and or fast someone could make it. I hope that makes
Oh
sense.
no, it
How
does.
long it
It does. Okay.
Okay, I'm glad it makes sense.
No, absolutely. Actually,
Like
it's
you could, I'm sorry not to cut you off, but like one person can make it in 2 seconds, and while someone else could make it might take them 16 years. That's why it's like consistency is not the key, it's luck. And I didn't believe it until my favorite comedian, Ali Sadiq, broke it down in a great interview. So it's not consistency, it's luck over consistency. I can't wait to get lucky.
it's okay. Okay, you said so you think it's pure luck. You don't think that like there's like experience maybe prior to doing comedy or I guess all those I guess it'd be a combination of those of factors that would give you the luck, the time, place, and arriving, type
You
deal.
you were literally reading my mind as I was getting ready to stack it. I was gonna say, um, this show is a great show. I'm literally loving this show as we're doing it. So you could be doing this show for you've been doing this show for 6 years, am I correct?
Yes, and I've been doing it in this format, like this video format, for like a week.
Okay, now you've been doing the
But I
show
have the
for
show for
six
six and
years.
yeah, 6.5 years.
Okay, now you've been doing it for 6 years, and you probably got someone who's been watching it. Like, okay, is he has a great idea, but I don't like the way it looks or something. Now you've been doing it in this format for a week. Now that same person probably stopped checking on you for whatever reason. Now he might just one day click back on. He might stumble upon. Might be like, "Oh, he has a show in Memphis. Let me check out the episode he just dropped," and see it and be like, "Oh, he changed the format. I love this now." And he might DM you wanting to invest all of a sudden. That's luck. It's your time to get lucky.
That's right.
At where versus hmm,
Oh no, no, go on, go on.
where versus someone who has been I had started losing my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
Where versus someone now you feel like you've been grinding it out, this, that, and the third, where someone who jumps straight on doing this same where he has another person he's invested in
Mm.
also, and they've been doing this same format that you've been doing for a week, and you ask them like, hey, how long you been doing it? And they like 3 days. It's like, damn, I he just got lucky, like you did. You've been doing it twice as 15 times as long as he have, but y'all doing it the same way now.
Yeah, and I
You know what I'm
love
saying?
that, man.
Yeah, it's luck over the consistency thing. They like keep jumping on stage, keep jumping on stage, keep jumping on stage. I've been doing comedy 8 years and I'm consistent with it, but I see people doing it way less time than I have. And I used to be spiteful at the fact that they're progressing faster than me, but it's not progressing, this it's not I shouldn't be angry. They're just right place, right time. It's luck.
Right,
So
right,
now
right.
I'm just waiting for my chance to get lucky. It's okay.
Oh,
Just keep doing
absolutely.
what you're doing.
And it looks like I
So,
think you're doing. I think you're on a great. I think you're on a great on a good path to like show up. I think you're in a great place for that to happen. Because I think it was what like your second or third open mic that I pulled up to. That
hmm
yeah yeah no like you have the space, you have the vibe, you have the food, the drink. I swear,
hmm
the spinach artichoke dip was off the chain. But I'm a fat kid. I'm a connoisseur. I'm a connoisseur, a culinary connoisseur, and I love some fat kid stuff. But no, that was legit. That was again. Shout out to the staff at K3 Studio Cafe and the curation from Derek Dean. Yo, it is what it is. So but I feel like you're in a great place. I see that there's more people coming. You're having features from out of town, in town, all that. I think that's awesome. And you have a great following, man. Yeah, great following. So I'm looking forward to sharing the stage with you. It's gonna be a great time. And we have great comedians. We have Memphis and Milwaukee comedians. um I'm
hmm
fortunate to be working with my good friends, Gemini the Savage and and uh and Gemini the Savage and Chastity Washington, who's helped me from my very first show that I produced, and I'm very excited to be working with Rob Love. This dude, so I actually interviewed Rob last week, dropping some real gems, and I love the
why
story,
you think I love Rob, man?
dude.
Rob,
I get it.
Rob is Rob is okay. I'm gonna say it like this: It's Rob, Richard Douglas Jones.
RDJ, shout
Uh,
out.
yep. Be too funny. That's a female comic, and probably like two more
Hmm.
in the city that I love dearly. But Rob Love, man, Rob Love is amazing. When I did my seminar show, epilepsy show, I wanted Rob Love. Richard Douglas Jones ended up hosting it. And
Nice.
it's not ended up like it was a bad thing.
No.
My list of people to host went like Rob Love, Richard Douglas Jones, and Be Too Funny. Those were literally my three people to host. I said if I can't get either one of those to host, I'm calling it off. I don't want anybody to host. Rob Love literally was one of the comics that pulled me under his wing without even letting me know. Because Rob Love would be in the he could jump in a pool and I promise the water won't like you won't see a ripple, you won't see the water won't splash, it won't do anything.
So we chilling in the
Like,
cut.
man, Rob Love is the person that taught me, and he shouldn't have even had to teach me this. Like, I remember I was performing at a show and like I just had to get down, and he was like, why you get down? You had the room, you were killing it, why you get down? I'm like, man, the light was bothering me, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, the light was bothering me, and it's kind of getting to me now. Now I'm talking about it because what he said to me, it was so simple, but it just resonated so heavy. And like the next time, I'm gonna get to it, but like I was like, man, the light was just it was bothering me. And he looked at me, he was like, hey, advocate for yourself. Don't ever get down when you working did well because you should have already told them what's up. They should have already known. Turn their light down. Don't flash no lights at me. I'm like, you're right. He looked at me like, hey, advocate for yourself. You got epilepsy. You said at the beginning, I shut this motherfucker down. Like you letting them know you'll have a seizure. This ain't a game. That's your health. I'm like, yes, sir, you right. And he like, hey, I'm not playing with you. I'm like, you right. You absolutely right. He made me feel a way like, hey, man, like, st- don't run from nothing. Like, talk up. Be a man. Speak up. I'm like, okay. Then the next week we had a show again at the same place,
Mm-hmm.
and I spoke up, and they didn't do nothing, and then I was performing, and then out of nowhere I just see the lights change right when I got ready to get on stage, and I
Mm-hmm.
looked, and he was leaning on the bar, and he just winked at me and gave me a nod, and I was just like, that he cared, he cared, like he really cared, like. And I walked up to him. I'm like, what happened? Like, how you do that? He said, I told them, hey, you cut them lights down, or we gonna have a problem in here. And I'm like, yeah, Rob Love care. Rob Love care. Like he
That's
really
what's up.
care. You don't have many comics that really care about you in the game. Like they don't really care unless it's got something for them. He really cares. So man, it ain't many people that I really would do anything for. Rob Love, Richard Douglas Jones, and maybe two or three more that I would they can get whatever from me, man. Like I was gonna move my whole show around for Rob Love. I'm like, you tell me when you free, man, and I'm gonna schedule around. He like, I'm not free this month. I'm so sorry. I'm like, dang.
It's
So man,
definitely a
like,
good thing to like show love to your OGs. I mean,
man,
they might they're in a position to put you in position. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
yep.
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, huge shout out to Rob Love. Looking forward to sharing the stage with you. Which, by the way, before I forget, because I need to say it 3 more times, right? So this Friday, Friday the 1st, K3 Studio Cafe, Sorta Ridiculous Comedy Night. You can find information on sortaridiculous.com or on the socials. It's
Yep.
Sorta Ridiculous on Instagram. That's SORTARIDICULOUS. That's on Instagram and inactive TikTok. It's a radio show. It's a podcast. Obviously, subscribe to the YouTube. You know, so
Did you
the
say inactive TikTok?
yes, an inactive TikTok. I'm working on it. It's there. It's there. That's right. It's there. Okay. So here's the thing. They're gonna say, "Hey, you need to use your TikTok." Here's my thing about TikTok. I know as soon as you start, the algorithm hits, right? So I want to compile enough content so when I'm bringing it back to back, it's exactly what it is and not, you know, I want it to be what it is and hit that. Because it might be like 3 avenues. It's not just the podcast. I do gaming and karaoke among other things. Merch. So actually, I have a
I can't
short.
say nothing. I don't use my TikTok like that either. When they start messing my stuff up, I'm getting 2 views and 5 views. It's irritating. I just gave up on it.
Yeah, so I haven't
I got a
posted it.
20,000 view TikTok video about my open mic, and everybody like, I'm pulling up. Nobody pulled up that week or that next week. I'm just like, I'm sick of y'all.
See,
Don't say nothing to me.
I have a song
So
for you. I have a song for you. Wait, hold up. Hold.
cry me a river.
No, it isn't. It's one of my. This is perfect. I have to do this. I have to do this. So I make music. I make music as well. The song that
What
you're
don't you do?
drugs, at least the hard stuff. No, all right. So I do have. Okay, so the name of the song is "Aw Man," and it's about exactly what you are talking about. So folks will swear up and down like, "Oh, when's your next show?" Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in there. I definitely gonna, yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
be
so sick
there.
of
I'm gonna
that.
be
Oh
there.
my
And
God.
then the day comes, it's like, oh, all right. But
What
It's
happened?
cool. It's like, oh man, I should have been there. But you know what? It's
Oh,
cool.
oh man, I thought you said oh man, oh my bad.
Oh man, no. The name of the song is "Oh Man." I'm actually gonna play it. I'm gonna play it for you right now. It's perfect. It's perfect for like right now. Okay, let's see. Wait, not this one. Not this one. Right here. Can you hear
Aw,
it?
shit. Here we go again.
Mm-mm.
Sup, bro? What's your next
Oh, wait, you said you couldn't hear it?
Yeah, no, I can't hear it.
You know what? I'll play it for you. I'll play it for you after this. But yeah, no. You know what? But that's the thing. That's the thing. Being a producer or being a comedian, whether you're booked or not, you know, it's reps. It's reps. It's reps. It's reps. It's reps. It's another opportunity. It's another lesson. It's just like you said, perfect. Show up, consistency, and you never know when you're gonna be in the right place at the right time. Whatever. Hell, we might be at the right place at the right time right now. You know, and I
Exactly.
can actually sense. I actually can sense that, especially collaborating with the comedians and the people that I've met down there thus far. And I'm looking forward
Yep.
to meeting other people. But yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. I definitely feel you on that. So
Yep.
that's so funny. But all right. So question three. Question three. What is something sort of ridiculous that has happened to you?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I got told by Uber driver he wouldn't have picked me up if he knew I was black.
Cause he knew it.
No, if he knew I
Oh,
was black,
okay. He would have canceled it. You think?
yeah, he would have canceled the ride. Yeah, he wouldn't have picked me up.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah. It was funny. He was judging me. He picked me up because he was judging me off my name. This was one of my first jokes I told.
Okay.
But yeah, this was real though. This was like dead serious.
So what led up to this? Like, what was happening? What was happening before before you called the? You said it was Uber.
Yeah, it was Uber.
All right, all right. So were you in a interesting area where you're getting picked
I
up?
was I was in Nashville, Tennessee, trying to get my black ass. Can we curse on here?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay, cool. I was in Nashville, Tennessee, trying to get my black ass to the open mic that I said that joke at.
Mm-hmm.
And when I hit the Uber thing, because I didn't have the when I first okay, I'm gonna just take you back. I graduated college in 2019
Mm-hmm.
from the Tennessee State
The
University. You know, everybody be like TSU, the Texas
so
State.
you're a
No,
volunteer.
the what? No,
No, that's not
the
UT.
Tennessee State
I don't know
University,
what does it
TSU.
TSU.
Tennessee State University is TSU, Tennessee State
You know
University,
what? You're right.
Tiger,
You're right. You're right. My bad. My bad.
HBCU.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Duh. 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 Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
Knoxville is yeah, that's the yeah, nah, we ain't going that far.
Yeah. No.
But
No. That's what's up.
yeah, I was in Nashville, but
Mm-hmm.
I lived in Murfreesboro.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I take that back. See, you just messed me up. I was in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and then I drove to Nashville
Mm-hmm.
and got stuck at my partner's house. I need to put my hand down. Is making me cut on hand gestures. And I got stuck in my partner's house, Smurf, aka Ladarius Chapman, and we had to catch a Uber to the bar
Mm.
because we might be drinking.
Oh, you're
We
so
don't want to
responsible.
drive. And his black ass didn't even go. Anyway, so when I called for the Uber, I didn't have a picture on the Uber thing. So all he saw was Nico. I think he might have been drunk because my name is spelled simple in Nico. So when I got in the Uber, I was like I always do. I was like, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?" Swear to God, the man turned around. I'm a turn because this is exactly what he did. And he
Mm.
turned around. He said, "I said, hey, how you doing?" The man said, "Damn." I was like, "What's wrong?" He said, "You black." He was white. I was like, "Yeah, what's the issue?" He said, "I ain't know you were black. I wouldn't even pick you up." I was like,
That's
uh,
wild. All
I
right.
was like, what would have made me not black? He was like, your name spelled different. I was like, what was big different? You had to spell it black. I said, what would have made it black? Two C's or a K. I was like, what the fuck? Then as he drove up, I was like, well, he got a point. I've only seen Nico from black people with two C's or Nick or Niko. He got a point. But that shit was
Or
so funny
and
when that
two
white dude
E's.
turned around.
Wait, so he did drive off?
No,
Oh, you got your ride.
he. I was in the car.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
when
okay,
he
okay.
turned
Yep.
around and saw me, I was already in the car.
That's wild. Yeah, that's definitely something sort of ridiculous that has happened. All right. So you said you've been doing comedy for 8 years. You said you've been doing comedy for
Hmm.
8 years, and how on average, how many open mics do you hit a week?
Including my stuff or not including my stuff.
Yeah, including yours, of course, because it's an open mic. Yeah.
Depending on if I'm feeling like dealing with human beings.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. On average, I probably say three.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, y'all got a decent. You guys have a decent amount of open mics down there too. Like,
We got too many.
you too. You think too many?
Would you care for me to tell you how many?
Yes. Yes, actually, because I need to be put on game.
We have open mics that pop up and don't last because people just do it to do it.
Of
But
course, of course, that's like the nature of a open mics. It's like you had to throw spaghetti at the walls and see what sticks. Like I'm hosting an open mic tonight, and it's only like my fifth one. My fifth one at this venue, I've hosted like three other venues of open mics.
Stop, because you making me feel bad for what I just said. You said,
What?
this is my fifth one. But you have a venue, though. You have a solid venue.
Oh, is
It's
that the
not,
issue?
you're here, then you're here. You're here Monday, then a month later, you're here on Thursday, then you're here on Wednesday, then you're like, God damn, when you just here? I can't even get a solid.
You need some
So
consistency. You need some consistency for you to like
at
pop
least
up at
they know
mics.
exactly where to find you.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
So we got one on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Shout
Yep.
out to Sir.
Yep.
Uh,
Cowboy
uh,
Fly.
then
Cosmo Flavors.
and we got two on Monday.
Ooh.
I forgot about Cowboy Fly. We got
Okay.
two on Monday. Shout out to Fly. Oh shit, so there's two. Then we got the one on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got one that just popped up on Wednesday.
All right.
Then
Is
we
that the one at
got
the brewery or something like that? I don't know. I've been paying attention. You know, it doesn't matter. Go keep going. I
fuck.
didn't mean
We
to
got
interrupt.
another one on Wednesday. We're
All
already
right.
at five.
All right.
Yeah, we got one on Thursday.
Wait,
Shout
wait.
out to
They have the
Buddy.
Cove and Peoples on Beale.
Cove is shut down. Oh
What?
no, they just put the girl thing on there. I don't know. The
All right. Wait, wait.
Cove.
No, I know Peoples though. I know people's on Beale.
Yeah, that's why I said shout out to Buddy.
Yep. Shout out to Buddy.
So we got the Cove.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Well,
and
no, I don't know.
DK bar DKDC.
He does his every whenever he feels like stretching.
Okay. Well, shout out to Ben Pierce
Well,
too.
yeah, I just put him on there,
Mm-hmm.
so we already at seven. And then we got mine on Friday, and they finna start another Friday, Mike. See where we at now.
Yeah, you need like 10 more. Oh, okay, okay. Let's just
I
say,
don't like you.
well, I mean, okay. When I was talking to Rob, it was like, how soon do you want to get good? How soon, you got to stay on stage, stay on stage, stay on stage. So like having the opportunity to do that, I'm playing devil's advocate right now. But yeah, no,
I
I feel
know.
like, I definitely. Dang, I might have to hit up two. Might have to hit up two on Monday. Oh, okay. So that's actually something that I should mention right now, since this is going to be going up today. So, on Saturday at the Zen House from 3 to 5, there's going to be a sort of ridiculous open mic. So anyone that's trying to get some work
Mm.
in on Saturday from 3 to 5, we're going to be at the Zen House, and then you can anybody that comes to the Zen House. From 3 to 5, you can get a discounted ticket for the show at 7. Which the So Ridiculous Laughing Jam, we have a dope lineup. We have my friend Gemini the Savage. We have Ben Pierce. We have Cowboy Fly. RDJ Richard Douglas Jones, and Chastity Washington, and myself, obviously hosting these. And then after that, we're gonna have some music. So I'm actually gonna perform. I'm gonna perform my EP, and then we have DJ KJ on the ones and twos. And I should probably mention on Friday at K3 Studio Cafe, we're gonna have Dr. D. That's right. Yeah, so it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be.
Normally, when I say Dr. D, I normally saying it to a woman, and she gets up what she pick up what I'm putting down, but
Yes,
he means it in another way.
yeah, because the lady that you're talking about is part of the Juice Crew, which that reminds me.
I'm a I'm gonna
So
give
where
out
did
some
that
Juice
name
Crew
come
shirts this
from?
weekend.
Where
What
did
Juice
Juice
Crew?
Crew come from? Yeah, where did the name come from?
Me and my best friend Smurf, shout out Smurf. He's in the military now, but me and him came up with that, man, years ago. I think we were staying in Nashville, Murfreesboro when we came up with that. It
Mm-hmm.
just was random. Like we just randomly came up with Juice Crew, and with my YouTube page when we were doing challenges and stuff, and he stopped caring about it, and I stuck with it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I just, how like you stop doing something, like when somebody split,
Yeah.
and
Oh
it's
yeah. No.
just like,
Absolutely. And
okay,
somebody has to keep it going. Oh, absolutely.
yeah, just a
Absolutely.
little bit at a time. And then I was like, I need a logo. And once I got that logo, I was just like, I'm actually keep this. Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
like
keep
the
this. I
color
think I'm gonna keep
scheme.
this.
The color scheme is cool, like that
I
blue and
appreciate
purple.
it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Game recognized
I
game.
appreciate it.
Game recognized game, sir. So
Yep.
yeah, no, I definitely appreciate. You should definitely be wearing your branded stuff on Friday for
Oh,
sure.
for sure.
Yeah,
For sure. For
absolutely.
sure.
No, it's gonna. Just,
I gotta
I'm
get
so
you some
excited.
Juice Crew merch, man.
Absolutely. Likewise. 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 Yeah. So me and my folks are gonna be driving. Half of us are driving down, and others are flying down. It's gonna be awesome. Plus, I got some family. I have family that are gonna be pulling up and whatnot. So yeah, no, it's gonna be great. But before we get off of here, where can folks find you?
Y'all can find me everywhere at Nico the Man. What? Nico the Man. NicoDaMan. Make sure I put that in the
You know
camera. That's
what?
why
I
I
didn't
put it
even
on the.
realize that you had it on. Of course you had it on. Look at that. That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope.
That
Yeah,
was
I
why I
like that.
started putting it on the merch so people stop, because I be forgetting stuff. So, I hope
Absolutely.
that it can be seen. NicoDaMan. But
Yup.
that's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere.
All right, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to sharing the stage with you. This is going to be dope. So again, for the umpteenth time, it's going to be Friday, May 1st at K3 Studio Cafe. You can get your tickets at sortaridiculous.com. Follow the links. You can find links on Instagram and the other socials. Again, It's Sorta Ridiculous, SortaRidiculous on Instagram and inactive TikTok. It's a radio show. It's a podcast, obviously. Subscribe to the YouTube. With that being said, bro, thanks for joining me on here on my podcast in this new format. Greatly appreciate you. And again, looking forward to sharing the stage with you. All right, folks, let's get sort of
No
ridiculous.
problem. I appreciate you for having me. And if y'all really want to come to the show, we gonna see because you can get $10 off with Juice Crew as the code. That's
That's
code
right.
Juice Crew. He might not want me to tell you, but we gonna see how bad y'all really want to come. There you go.
That's right, Juice Crew. All right, folks, let's get sort of ridiculous.